Hello, everybody. It is my pleasure to introduce the communication now on teaching cryptography to foster interdisciplinarity between mathematics and computer science. This communication is part of a symposium led by Olivia Leverini, which title is Disciplinary Identities in Interdisciplinary Topics, Challenge, Opportunities for Teacher Education. This is a collective work with a team that I will present now. This interdisciplinary team is composed of Viviane Durand-Guerrier, myself, Hiro Barcia, Laura Branchetti, Michael Lodi, Simone Martini, Simon Modeste, and Marcos Baraglia. The disciplines are didactics and epistemology of mathematics, or didactics and epistemology of mathematics and informatics and their interaction, didactics of informatics. So this pluridisciplinary team collect also members from the University of Montpellier, the University of Milano, the University of Bologna, and the INRIA in France. Now, some words about the outline. We will first give an introduction and some element of context, then frameworks and method. Then the main part of the presentation is about the module design, which was the main goal of our research, and then discussion and conclusion. And you can see a nice picture showing on what we were working during this research. This symposium is part of a Identities project. Identities, that means integrate disciplines to elaborate novel teaching approaches to interdisciplinary and innovative pre-service teacher education for STEM challenge. The aim was to develop a theoretical-based approach to design modules for secondary teacher education and to foster interdisciplinary, integrating, understanding, linking, and focusing. Our main goal in this research was designing a module for teacher training to foster understanding what is genuine interdisciplinary work between mathematics and informatics. Cryptography has been chosen as an example of interface between mathematics and informatics. Why? Because both disciplines intertwined in cryptography development and application. And second, because it is relevant, necessary for teachers who will teach cryptography, first, to have knowledge in both disciplines and in their interactions, and second, to understand the intertwining between both disciplines. One framework that we use is those developed by Ackerman and Baker in 2011 about interdisciplinary, with main features such as identification of boundary objects, we will show later, analysis of learning potential in boundary crossing mechanism that we will show also later, this mechanism being identification, coordination, reflection, and transformation. Identification also of epistemological and linguistic activators, referring to Ravaioli in 2020. I now leave the voice to Hiro, then we will hear Michael, and finally Simon.
I will explain the method we use to design our module. First, we introduce cryptography as a social issue of contemporary society. We focus on the fact that the development of informatics led to an increasing number of encryption methods, which rely on both mathematics and informatics. Second, we use a didactical engineering method based on the theory of didactical situations. More precisely, the didactical engineering method is structured into 4 stages. First, the first stage is a preliminary analysis. The second one is the designed and an a priori analysis of a didactical situation, identifying all possible obstacles, difficulties, and resolution strategies by the students. The third step is the realization of the didactical situation, observation, and data collection. And the last one is an a posteriori analysis and validation. Validation for this method is internal and is based on the contrast between a priori and a posteriori analysis. When we designed our didactical situation, we paid particular attention to capture the epistemological essence of the mathematics and the computer science parts that were to be learned. We also paid attention to construct a strong milieu, that is an environment where students have a problem to solve and which allows students to decide by themselves if their actions are successful or not. In that sense, a strong milieu favors autonomous learning and has an didactic potential. This is closely related to the devolution process, where students' actions are justified only by the means of the milieu and their own actions, and not by the teacher. So we paid attention to manage both the evolution and the institutionalization processes. And now Michael will continue the presentation.
We designed our module adapting the structure of the study and research path for teacher education. The module is divided into 5 submodules where students impersonate different roles: explorer, student, analyst, designer, and teacher. In submodule 1, a video on the social, political, technological debate on end-to-end encryption is provided to students, together with an historical piece on the birth of RSA. This is to foster motivation towards the topic and make students start to reflect on interdisciplinarity. Submodule 2 was designed according to the theory of didactical situations. The instructor sets up a milieu where the students have to solve a problem and autonomously check their solution. In terms of this theory, cryptography has an adidactical potential because students can autonomously check if they had broken the encryption. The activity was based on the perfect dominating set cryptosystem and was organized after identifying several didactical variables and selecting their values. In submodule 3, students analyze what they experienced in submodule 2. From an interdisciplinary point of view, they recognize disciplinary aspects and intertwined elements and boundary objects of informatics and mathematics. From a didactical point of view, they realize the choices made in light of the theory of didactical situations. In submodule 4, students design and possibly implement a new didactical situation on other aspects of cryptography that show potentials for interdisciplinarity, like computational complexity and primes factorization. Finally, in submodule 5 are implemented an a posteriori collective interdisciplinary analysis and a redesign of the proposed activities. Before implementing the module, we analyzed it in light of the interdisciplinary framework from Ackermann and Bakker. Our module showed high identification and coordination between mathematics and informatics, especially in the first 2 submodules, where disciplinary projection and the tight coordination of those 2 disciplines emerge. Computational complexity and mathematical properties of crypto primitives have been found as elements of reflection for mathematics and informatics respectively. The question on how cryptography transformed mathematics and informatics is still open. So now I leave the stage to Simone.
As we have seen in our epistemological analysis and in our a priori and analysis and experience, cryptography is an interdisciplinary domain in itself. The elements from mathematics and informatics are all fundamental to solve the relevant social, technological, and scientific challenges posed by cryptography. In mathematics, it can be arithmetics and other mathematical domains, and the strong need for mathematical proof that arises in cryptography. In informatics, it will be algorithmics and programming, protocols, information, computational complexity, and the need for real implementation and tests of the protocol. We have seen that cryptography allows disciplinary projections where elements of each discipline remain recognizable. We have chosen didactic activities where projection can shed light on important disciplinary concepts. For instance, computational complexity for informatics and graph and prime numbers from mathematics. Projections can also simulate explorations and learning of concepts, domains and methods of both disciplines. and not only specifically for cryptography, but also in other informatics and mathematics areas. On the other hand, cryptography encompasses really strongly intertwined aspects of informatics and mathematics. For instance, we have seen that one-way functions are both seen as mathematical functions and also based on computational complexity aspects that are very fundamental in cryptography. Mathematical cryptographic functions, the primitives, they must be implemented in computer programs, and these computer programs must satisfy specific security and efficiency criteria. And these two examples shows how strongly intertwined aspects are also involved. In conclusion, cryptography allowed us to meet our principal aim, which was to design and structure a module for teacher training that take into account the teacher's need to learn about specific domains intertwining mathematics and informatics, and the need to reflect on the interdisciplinarity between mathematics and informatics. One novelty of our research is the application of the theory of didactical situations to some mathematics and informatics interdisciplinarity situations. We have seen that this theory and the methods it gives and the concepts like milieu, didactical variables, and so on, we have seen that this can be very relevant for this aim. So in the name of the team of the Identity Project, I thank you for listening to this video.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.